Welcome back on our journey, and today is the Empress card. The Empress card is ruled by Venus. Okay, so Venus rules two different signs in astrology, Taurus and Libra. Taurus traditionally rules the second house of the birth chart, and it's where we can see our values, our possessions, our physical possessions that we have, and it also shows our self-worth. A lot of times with values, I say to people when they can't figure out what they value, if you look at your second house, the sign on your second house gives an indicator to where you spend your money. Where you spend your money are on things you value. My second house is Cancer. I tend to spend a lot of money on my home and home furnishings. Libra, where Venus rules also Libra, Libra is the seventh house. This is the house of marriage, partnerships, your personal relationships with others, also your open enemies, which is Libra as well, who you'll see later is the Justice card, but it's about fairness. So here we have what we love, and then also how we share what we love with others. So when you pull the Empress card, she is sitting here in a very comfy chair. She is just sensual and just voluptuous. And you'll see that she has the crown up here that has 12 stars that are the 12 signs of the zodiac. Her necklace, some people will say there are 9 pearls on it. Some will say 7, 9 being the 9 planets, including Earth and Pluto. Or some people count it as 7, which would be 7 chakras, or the 7 classical planets. Okay, so she is basically wearing the universe on her. You'll see that there is the stars on the crown. There's 6 pointed stars, so it's a triangle that faces up, which is fire, and a triangle that faces down, which is water, and they're put together, and that's your 6 pointed star. You'll also see that there is a river here. River is life force energy, and it pools underneath her. Okay, and then you'll see once again pomegranates, kind of like how we saw on the veil of the High Priestess. Pomegranates can be tempting. They can represent fertility. She is, down here is a field of grain. This is also the goddess of agriculture. And you'll see it's very abundant here. There's not emptiness here. So usually when you pull this card, it's a lot about abundance and blessings. What I want you to think about too is it's the 3 card. The 1 card was the Magician. It was the energy of life. Then you add the 2nd card, which is the High Priestess. The High Priestess and the Empress are the 2 divine feminine energy in the tarot. The High Priestess is more the intuitive, deep intuition, whereas the Empress is more of your desires. It's more of this passion that is deep within you. So it's your passionate approach to life. And it is only through this like deep passion that we dig down deep and we actually get to the whole spirit of life. She represents desires, love of beauty and arts, fertility, nurturing, creativity, abundance, divine feminine energy, nature, motherhood. Often you hear she is Mother Nature, Mother Earth. She is the creatrix of life, so she loves everything that she creates, but also she is the matrix of life because it's matter plus nature, which nature being the underlying principle of life. When you see this, it is time to create. So a 3, also when you draw it, if you turn it, when you draw it with your hand, think of it as being pregnant. You are pregnant with, it could be human, or it could be that you're pregnant with an idea, okay? So when you pull this card, you're invited to expand your threshold of receiving. So here she is, open to receive. Are you open to pleasures and desires? Self-worth questions can come up. A lot of people don't always feel worthy of more. There's a guilt around it, a shame around it. I think oftentimes around people that you give a compliment to what they're wearing and they turn and say, oh, well, I got it from blah, 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 versus just being able to say, thank you, and leave it at that. So being able to take in and receive. So think about, are you open to take in more? And if you have problems and not feeling worthy of taking in more, sit comfortably with yourself for a bit. You're here on this earth. You get to create things. You have passions and desires. This is a time to approach life with more feeling and less thought. So think about your passions. It's about feelings. Venus is our desires. She is not our basic needs. Mars plays more into our actual needs and actions towards our needs. Venus is our desires. It's art, it's beauty, it's things you create. It's accumulating. It's in Taurus. It's like, I want money. I want to feel safe and stable and comfortable, like she is when she sits on this throne. You maybe have been a little stubborn with your emotional approach, and maybe you've been refusing facts. So there are different types of truths, right? You have an emotional truth of like what you passionately feel. Then there might be actual facts. Neither one necessarily wrong, okay? Just in the context of your situation. If you have been overindulging and you pull her, it might be a time for a bit of restraint. She is a very happy, abundant card of blessings. And usually if someone is sitting with me and they have wanted to do something and they've hemmed and hawed, and you pull this card, I need you to go do it. Go take action, because you've got to bring the Magician plus the High Priestess into reality. And she is sitting on Earth in reality. Thanks for following along. These are the larger format tarot cards, so that you know. And then I've been making this a creative project for myself. This is one of my creative projects that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So I have, and I show you at the end of the videos, I have purchased little like binder books, scrapbooking books, so that I can put all my ideas from all my different resources and how I talk and work with clients into a book that I'm making for myself. And I recommend you do the same. So I hope you're enjoying this. Please like and subscribe and follow, and we will continue on the journey.